That's recording, that's there. Gary Zinn.
Craig Zinn.
Craig Zinn.
I'm sorry, Craig Zinn.
Why did I think Gary?
I don't know. You're reading it.
No, I know.
That's okay.
And we are back between two Yetis at the Miami Beach Car Concours Extravaganza.
In beautiful downtown Miami here.
In beautiful Miami. And I am with Craig Zinn.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Pleasure, sir.
I'm Lee Savage.
Lee.
Welcome to our show.
Thank you. Welcome to Miami.
Do you live here in Miami?
Yes, sir. Born and raised here my whole life.
You're a proper Floridian.
Yep. Thank you. Yes.
Good Lord.
Yes. You have to make sure you take care of all the cars, have good cooling systems, and preferably air conditioning in the summertime.
Yeah. So you're a car guy?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. All right. What kind of cars do you like? I mean, I'm not a car guy.
I collect vintage Ferraris and old Bentleys. One of my old Bentleys is back there, a '56 Continental S1.
That's yours.
But my claim to fame is that I own 13 Toyota 2000 GTs, which are the original James Bond car from 1967 that they made very, very few of. But over the years, I've acquired quite a few of them. And that's my favorite car.
All right, how many cars do you have?
Over 60 toys.
60 toys. They are toys.
Yes, they are toys.
So my
it's investment.
I wouldn't say I've got
toys.
No, I love classic cars, and I've had a couple. But my biggest problem is the maintenance.
Okay.
They always seem to fall to bits.
Well, because I'm in the automobile business, maintenance is very simple. I just get one of my technicians to, know what to do. But primarily, you need specialists for each of the particular brands, especially in the heat in South Florida. Because again, the key things are they can't overheat and they have to be able to stop. So usually when older cars sit, the brakes go bad. How are you, Tommy? How you doing? And then the cooling systems on all these older cars are just a disaster. So we usually redo the cooling systems
and so
with
being
fans.
In South Florida, you can't add air conditioning to
You can, but again, you want to maintain the originality of the car.
Yeah.
What's neat is you get an original car that had air conditioning from back then during the period. It's really quite special to get those old systems to operate properly.
I think you may be the first person I've ever met who's actually genuinely collected proper cars.
Well, remember, other than my memory of how a Toyota 2000 GT was built, even the books on the cars are wrong. So you have to understand.
The Japanese got something wrong.
Well, don't forget who made the book. Not a Japanese guy. All right.
Yeah, it's probably an English bloke.
Right, but that's okay. Remember, they've got to put it in at least 3 languages. But understand, the whole perception of being a car guy is what turns you on. And to me, to make it as original as possible, to get that sound, most importantly, the smell of the oil and the wood and the leather, that's gone.
That's art.
People say, why do you like the old Bentleys? I go, let me just sit in there. All right. This is Debbie Reynolds' car. She bought this car brand new. That's the car over there. When I bought it, her ex-husband had just lost the car in a card game. And all these cars have stories like that because they're all unique cars.
Okay, so that's a great one.
I actually have the Toyota 2000 GT that Carroll Shelby set up for Toyota. And Carroll Shelby, the one, all right? And Carroll Shelby went to his friend Lee Iacocca and said, what do you think of Toyota? And Lee Iacocca says, we're gonna put those Japanese back in the ocean, don't waste your time. And just think what Gulf States Toyota distributorship is worth today in the billions. And Carroll Shelby could have been the distributor, but his friend Lee said, no, don't waste your time with the Japanese. So again, I have that car. And there's plenty of stories like that about how great car people are with holding on to and cherishing the history and the value of the car.
And
it's the patina, it's the real story.
Yeah,
that's why it's so much fun.
I tell you what, we work in the superyacht industry, and there's something about refitting a 1930s or a 1940s boat that did the,
the recreation of an old race.
No, not the racing ones. The ones that
the Rivas?
No.
Oh, okay.
The little boats.
Okay.
The little boats that went over to France and rescued the Allied troops.
Oh, from Dunkirk.
Yeah.
Yes.
The history of those boats, and when you go on them, you can smell it, you can feel the vibration of it. It's epic.
There's definitely the positive energy, and also the history screaming at you. And unless you realize what's going on, it's, someone's going to destroy this thing one day unless they know what it is.
So you're kind of like a conservationist.
Well, in a way.
Conservationalist.
But I want to drive the cars. My cars are not for show. Every one of my cars sits on a battery tender with fuel stabilizer, and it's, hey boss, what do you want to drive today? And I go, it's a nice day, let's take out a roadster. It's a rainy day.
You've got a rack.
Yes,
I can see your eyes
toy room. My toy room. That's what it's called.
So what, you just dial in what you want today and it comes down?
No. Pretty much I just go start it up and log my miles. But it's very important that we take care of the cars, make sure they all run.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what?
What got you into cars?
My father sold the first Toyota in Florida, and before that he was a Chevrolet salesman. But as my mother said, from the moment I was born, even the bar of soap had a motor. And my father, I remember as a child, was the big Corvair salesman, and he used to come home with these paper records back then. And we'd put them on our little record player, and I'd listen to the vroom, vroom, vroom. And to me, since my son was born, it was let's go for a ride in a Zoom car, Daddy, because I had big black Corvettes with open pipes, and we just go for rides and enjoy life.
Yeah. So it's in your blood.
Yes. And hopefully in the rest, that this gasoline in the veins doesn't die with our generation.
So, okay, electric cars.
Electric cars, I hate them. No passion. It's like sex with a condom. Can you say that?
Yeah.
Okay, there's absolutely no sensation there. It's like, what's going on? I love the acceleration, but that's about it. There's no vibration, there's no pistons pounding, there's nothing happening.
That's the one thing I find about modern cars. I don't have, I used to have Land Rovers, Mercedes, SL550s from the 80s and stuff like that. All fell apart. But it was the noise of the car.
Exactly.
Nowadays, they're so soundproof and padded. You're not driving.
No.
You're just being, you're a passenger.
You're being protected. You're in the cocoon.
Yeah. And so when you are getting into one of these older cars and, it doesn't start up straight, well, probably yours do, but...
Yeah.
But then the feel of it, because it hasn't got driver assistance.
No power steering, no power brakes, it's all you.
It's you driving the car. What's your favorite car then?
My favorite car to drive is a Ferrari 275 GT V4 Cam. That's my favorite car to drive. I have one. It's right here. I just finished a rally in Italy with it. It's called the Ferrari Classic Cavalcade, and we were number 35, and I think we came in around 35th. But boy, we had a great time.
And these are your cars, aren't they?
These are all my cars. Dolce & Gabbana, Stefano Domenico knew I was a car nut, and they invited me to a party one day. And they said, I always say, you always make things for the women. What about for the guys? And they come in the back and they had this pattern in a scarf. Of course, I gave the scarf to my wife, but I said, make me some shirts and some ties. And from now on, all my jackets, when someone says, oh, you got a La Ferrari, I go, yeah, yellow one right over here. So again, it's all about having fun.
Good. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your
time.
Okay. You are fascinating. Holy hell.
Thank you very much.
And you're enjoying life?
Yes, that's what it's all about.
Do you mind if I just ask how old you are?
I'm 60 years old.
60?
Yeah.
I just interviewed a guy who was 71.
Yeah. Sharp as could be.
I tell you what, people in, I don't know if it's Florida or just here, everyone's so switched on, everyone's so alive. You go around to the rest of the country in England, you get to 60, you kind of like, oh yeah, my life's sort of...
That's because you're hibernating after the year. You got to get out in the sunshine.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. I'll see if I have a card.